Hey everybody, it's Mike with Hansen Fitness for Golf, and I have your second to last week of our off-season training program, and this week we're talking about power. So in the past we talked about many different things: the core, balance, stability, flexibility, the hips, and how all that stuff plays into the golf swing to reach this point of power. So power in the golf swing is very overused, and a lot of people say they want to generate power, but you have to generate power, you have to have speed, and you have to be able to control that speed. In so many other sports, like football, you can hit somebody as hard as you want. It doesn't matter. You can just hit them. In basketball, you can jump. You can use the power of your legs. But in golf, there's a lot of things that have to come together at one little nanosecond of an instant when the club hits the ball that has to be under control with power. So what I'm going to talk to you today about is how much goes into creating more power in your golf swing. So I'm going to give you two exercises that you can do that's going to create power, but you got to incorporate all the stuff from before. So stay tuned for these next two exercises. So when it comes to power in the golf swing, there's a lot of things that have to come together in the body to be able to hit the ball perfectly in that sweet spot. And thank goodness for a lot of these driver companies, they're making bigger sweet spots. And then to maintain your consistency with trying to get more power is very important. So when you're training power in the gym for your golf game, you want to think of lower body, upper body, and then arms, the same way it happens in the golf swing. So if I'm going to use a medicine ball and I'm just going to throw it down, I'm going to go like this. So what happens is I jump, I use my legs, then I use my torso to lift up, then I use my arms to slam it down, and I catch it with my arms. The same thing that happens in the golf swing. So if I'm going to use the medicine ball to throw, I want to make sure that I'm using my lower body first. I see a lot of people try and go like this, and they want to throw it as hard as you can. Don't worry about throwing it hard first, worry about doing it right. So you're going to go lower body first, and then the arms are going to follow. It's just like you would a golf swing, and I recommend even trying to throw it low to high, because it's going to help your body work along those different angles that you do in the golf swing. So when it comes to adding power in the golf swing, you want to think about using your body the same sequence, lower body, torso, arms, that you do in the golf swing. Okay, so if you don't have the luxury of having a medicine ball or throwing a wall to throw it against, you can do the same thing with the band. So just use a band, and I recommend using a band other than a cable, because the cable will fling around a little bit. And if you have the luxury of having one of the air compressed resistance machines, definitely use that. But one of the best things you can use is a band. And when you use this, if you want to add speed and power to your exercise, you want to be able to turn the lower body and then follow it with the arms, just like this. There's other things that you can do, like you've seen a lot of doing the core exercises with the golf swing in mind, but when you're adding power or speed to something, you want to just make sure it's under control and your body is going in the right sequence: lower body, torso, upper body. All right, so that's power for your golf swing. So I don't necessarily recommend doing a ton of power exercises for your golf swing. If you work strength, speed, the small stabilizers, that power is going to come into your golf swing seamlessly. But if you are in the gym and you want to work some power exercises, that should help explain the way you want to do it, with your body and mind connected in the sequence that you're using in the golf swing: lower body, torso, arms. So this is very exciting to bring you this whole series of exercises throughout the whole off season. So now you have a whole plan that you can use for the next couple months while the weather isn't cooperating and you're not on the golf swing. So if you do have any comments, questions about anything, please let us know. We'd love to help you out, answer any more questions. Just put a comment below, and we'll see you next week. We have one more. We're just going to wrap everything up, but we'll see you next week for our last week of the off-season program.